We may have not won the Premier League, but I'm still surprised that nobody has really talked about the performance of Jurrien Timber off the bench. I thought he was absolutely fantastic, and today I'm just going to go through that performance and the cameo and maybe things you missed from it, because it was a very productive cameo and it's kind of showing us what we can expect next season from Arteta. And it's such a shame that Timber wasn't available for us for the majority of this season. Before I begin, this video actually has been out for quite a while and my members managed to watch this because they subscribe. So if you want to be a member and see these videos quick, there's a link in my description down below. Anyway, onto the performance of Jurrien Timber against Everton, and I'm just going to show you a couple of screenshots about his positioning and just his first action. His first action when he came off the bench was just what he was all about. So here it is. He went straight into the back of McNeil on one back possession, and that's basically what Jurrien Timber is all about. Front-footed defender, wants to get us on the front foot, wants us attacking as quick as possible, and that was just brilliant to see, really. You know, we needed somebody to up the tempo of the game, and that's exactly what Jurrien Timber did from minute one. And we missed that at times this season for our defenders to be on the front foot. Maybe more the fullbacks rather than our centre halves. I think Gabriel and Saliba have been really good at on front foot defending, but the likes of Ben White and Takahiro Tomiyasu can sometimes be very conservative with their defending, which is fair enough, but sometimes you need that Jurrien Timber sort of front-footed, really aggressive style of defending from those wider areas. Another thing which really impressed me was his combination play in the areas he was picking up in and around Everton's box. Here he's a bit behind Martinelli and wasn't picking it up in between the Everton defenders, but look at his movement here. He just body feinted and got away from Onana, managed to play a pass into Havertz, and look at where he is now. And then from this area he drove into the box, and this should have been a free kick, but really positive from Jurrien Timber. You know, he offers something a bit different to Ben White. We don't really see Ben White driving with the ball from right back, but we do see it with Jurrien Timber now in that game against Everton, but also in pre-season. It's one of his strongest attributes, and it really helps when we're trying to break down those low blocks, mid blocks. Having Jurrien Timber's ability to carry the ball for quite considerable distances is such a key asset for us. One thing I did worry about with having Jurrien Timber at right back is overlaps. I think Ben White gives us a really nice variety with his overlaps, which is different to the left back area with Tomiyasu. But against Everton, I saw evidence of Jurrien Timber overlapping, and that's going to be really crucial for us, especially with Saka that will normally play on that side. Having Jurrien Timber on his outside and then maybe some more runs from somebody underlapping him, it can really open up defenses. And Jurrien Timber just showing here again, he has all the aspects of a fullback you would want. Overlapping, underlapping, he had a lot of that against Everton, and it was only a short cameo, but I'm just really impressed with what I saw. You can see that a lot of our attacking play was going to revolve around Jurrien Timber. We saw it in pre-season. He played a lot of minutes. Arteta had a lot of trust in him, and that wasn't going to change going into the Premier League season. So of course, a very unlucky injury probably got us 5 less points than what we would have got with Jurrien Timber. I would really say that. Furthermore, another really impressive thing from that Jurrien Timber cameo was his passing range. I thought it was absolutely fantastic. Here he collects the ball from the right back area and just picks out a delicious switch out over to, I think it was Leandro Trossard or Gabriel Jesus. It probably was Gabriel Jesus onto that left hand side, and we've missed that. Martinelli, there's not been enough switches when Martinelli has been there, and it really takes away from an attacking point of view a sort of avenue we can get at the opposition defense. And Jurrien Timber with his long range passing is going to be another really important asset to our attacking play, whether it be Jesus, whether it be Martinelli, whether it be Trossard. Our tactic is generally to draw the opposition towards Saka and Odegaard's side of the pitch, but then be able to do quick switches onto the other side. But Ben White hasn't really done that enough this season, and just in general our players haven't really been looking for that switch, which we really need more of next season if we want our left hand side to improve. Obviously, hopefully we get a left-sided midfielder in to really help with those dynamics, but Jurrien Timber would help with those switches over the top to that side of the pitch to add a bit of dynamism to our already potent attack. Another brilliant thing about Jurrien Timber is he gives us another option in that midfield area. Aggressive, you know, comfortable in between the lines, ball carrying, turning ability. He has pretty much everything you would want in a midfielder. He can play that 8, maybe in games where we need a bit of defensive solidity, but we also want somebody that's really intelligent to know when to get into those attacking spaces and to get into those defensive spaces. Jurrien Timber is the man for that job. I think Arteta has really changed his model and what he wants in his signings since coming into the club. He wants versatility. I feel like that's one of the most important things he looks at a player. Can you play other positions? Because he knows emergencies can happen. He's been at the club for such a long time. He's seen injuries happen. He's seen times where we haven't been able to cover certain areas of the pitch. So Jurrien Timber's ability to play right back, left back as well, we've seen him play on that side, and then also play in midfield. It's just such a good asset for us to have, and I'm just really excited that Jurrien Timber is back and fit. Timber himself has also said he just wants to be fit, and it was such a freak injury for him. He really enjoys playing with the boys. He's not had a lot of minutes with them in the Premier League, but I'm just seeing the future, and all I can see is just positivity. It's looking so bright for him. And yeah, what do you think? Where do you think Timber's best position is? Arteta's played him on that left side. For me, I think the angles don't suit him best there, but he can be comfortable there. He can really help Martinelli out, and Declan Rice can be next to him in that left 8, or whether that be in the 6. But it just, again, variety. That's what you want from your players, and Jurrien Timber offers that. Personally, I don't want to see Ben White out of the side. I feel like he's been so good for us, and he's actually getting surgery in the summer. He's been playing with an injury that has been nagging him for a while, maybe explaining why he was a bit not at his best yesterday. It was kind of like that last game where you're now expected to finally get that surgery. So hopefully Ben White gets that sorted out. If not, we've got the options now. We've got Tomiyasu, who I think has been brilliant. I think another player who's been really underrated since coming back into the side. He got that goal against Everton. He was really good. And I hope you guys look at these performances from Tomiyasu. He has been criticised for not being fit. Of course, availability is the best ability, but when he is available, it really does help us out at the back. Just want to show you guys this clip of Jurrien Timber against Everton. Really good. It's what he's all about. He's playing with one shoe on, and he's just able to still make the tackle. This is how good this guy is. Special talent, and you can just tell he has the top mentality to make it at the club. And Arteta, of course, loves players with that top mentality. He knows how crucial mentality is to a team going for titles, going for all those big awards, and Jurrien Timber will only add to our already very good, mentally strong group. I think people forget he was the captain at one stage at Ajax. So that's really good. We've now got a proper group of players, quality players with leadership traits, and it only bodes well for a successful future. Anyway, that's it for now, Gunners. If you've enjoyed, smash that like button, smash the subscribe button. It would really help me out. But until next time, peace.